interview mothers and their daughters of different ages. And I just asked some questions about body positivity, about clothes, and I also showed them celebrities. And I wanted the mother's take and I want the daughter's take. Meet my guest this week. I want to be young. I want to be young. Who's the best dresser between you, your daughter, or your mother? Who's the best dresser?
My mom?
I would have to say my mom.
Oh my gosh. Well, according to her, Caitlin would say would be her. But our styles are totally different. So
she dresses very like she wears skirts all the time, like long skirts, long dresses. Like,
what is something that you dislike about your mother or your daughter?
Well, I don't like when my mom doesn't let me put on my eyeshadow packets. Well, I love her red lipstick because my daddy doesn't let her put it on.
Oh.
She'll tell on me. She'll tell on me to my mom. That's what she does. I'm going to go tell on you. I'm going to get you in trouble because she's already made the connection that my mom's the boss of me.
Oh, so, Lord. You better put her in her place, girl. No snitches in this household.
She doesn't like for people to see her cry. And so sometimes I'll tell her something or we'll be talking about something. And I'll say, well, how do you feel about that? And she'll tell me how she feels, but it's like no emotion behind it. And I'm like,
my mom can be very dramatic and extra sometimes. And me being the only girl, like sometimes like she's just like very like protective of me.
So I'm going to show you some pictures of some artists. Some of them are mothers, some of them are not mothers. Let me know, what do you think of their outfits?
Pretty. Well, I'm honest. Well, I'm not I'm confused why she's wearing bras in public.
I think Cardi B has a lot of confidence that a lot of us wish we had.
I think Cardi B is very, she's very provocative. You can be confident in your body. Some things that she does is just kind of a hypocrite. She'll tell people to not do certain things or don't have their children doing this. But it's like she does this and then she has a daughter. It's like, what image are you putting up for your daughter if you don't want other people, like children, listening to what you do?
Oh, Lord. So the teenagers at your school don't like Cardi? Because I feel a lot of tension.
Her music is great. It's just some stuff that she do is like very inappropriate.
Pretty, but she doesn't have her bra on.
I don't never have seen Beyonce be anything but classy, in my opinion. I don't think she's never done anything to the point where it's like it gives you a shock value. It's always tasteful to me.
Well, I probably may not get a lot of likes for this. I'm not a huge Beyonce fan.
Oh, Lord.
I know, right? And here again, it's not that I don't like Beyonce. So I don't want anybody to say, oh my God, she's bashing Beyonce. Absolutely not. While I love what she do and just the whole, creativity and, her body sells, why her music sells, but it's also her body. So what happens when your body begins to change? Is that something you're still going to put out there? And I guess it's just kind of, I guess you could say I'm just a little old school, a little old fashioned, I guess.
That outfit is fine. Obviously it's for a Vogue cover. Personally, I'm pretty sure no one would go out. Well, some people might. I'm pretty sure Beyonce wouldn't go out wearing that.
It's pretty. Well, I like her hair.
I think with JLO, it has a lot to do with like I mean, in my opinion, like she's not that talented. Like she can dance and things like that.
Dang.
And beyond, I mean, and JLo is beautiful, but I think sometimes like she just tries a little bit too hard.
Well, I like her as, you know, an actress, a singer. I think that particular dress, as a mother, while it's okay to accentuate your body, one of the things that I tell my daughter is about making sure that whatever you wear, that you feel comfortable in wearing it. And I guess for me and from my own personal experience, from going from being, you know, super skinny to being my voluptuous, fluffy size that I am now, I'm more cautious of what I wear because I don't, you know, your thing is like with boobs. My thing is with butt. I don't like for my butt to be seen.
So I will be totally okay with my mom wearing that. I will be hyping up my mom.
It's more so like she's trying to give a voice to those women that it's okay if I'm not skinny. It's okay if I don't have this perfect body. I mean, I like the fact that she doesn't really, you know, care what people think about her. And I think that if we had a little bit more of that confidence, a lot of us wouldn't be so stressed out about our weight. We wouldn't be so stressed out about how we look in certain things because I mean, the reality is some of us just have big breasts and we have big butts and we have big thighs and that's okay.
I don't really follow Lizzo like that. And so when I hear her name, what I hear and how people talked about her was that she was the rapper singer that just would, you know, have her body out. But honestly, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, and I promise you it's not body shaming because I'm voluptuous, I'm full. I just think that if you put it out here now, are you going to be happy with it 10 years from now, 20 years from now? And when you do become a mother and your child looks up, you know, what you were doing, what do you say to your child? And if your child do those things, because our kids mimic what we do. I wish I can kind of have that confidence that Lizzo have, you know, being a, you know, full-size woman and I'm short, to have that level of confidence to be like, bam, you know, here I am. I mean, kudos to her. I mean, absolute kudos to her. Yeah.
I would say Lizzo is provocative. I would say she's more confident because what Lizzo does is she posts pictures about her body, about being open about her weight loss or being confident or showing her skin, showing that she has stretch marks and she loves it about herself. That's totally fine. I'm not saying what Megan Thee Stallion and what Cardi B do is wrong. It may be for people's attention or it may be just for their own entertainment for themselves, and that's totally fine. Some stuff you just know, some stuff is for self-confidence and some stuff is for entertainment.
I don't know if it's too much. I think like for who she is and the caliber that she's reached, I don't think she has to put it all out there anymore. I mean, or maybe she never had to in the first place. I just think, you know, she's definitely like a beautiful girl. So I guess I was never kind of understood why she would always do that. But I think it's just a part of her personality, like the persona she's created. She is definitely sex. Everything in her music is sex. So maybe that's why she feels like she has to be, you know, so forward with it.
And like I said, I may sound old school because I did some things in my younger years that I definitely will not do now. You know,
You did
and
that?
it's like,
What Megan was doing in your younger years?
no. If I did, it was in the privacy and confines of my home. And again, like I said, if that's your everyday wear, your everyday image, it's like, okay, is this how I want people to remember me as the person that became famous because I always show my body versus I'm seen because of my talent and I choose to express myself in this kind of way. Well, I think that with age, you just get a level of wisdom. And then I also now here, because this may sound kind of contradictory, but it's really not. I just think when you're in certain environments, some things are more acceptable than when you're not. So if you're in the entertainment industry, whether you're 15, whether you're 20, whether you're 30, or even whether you're 40 or 50, if you have the body for it, it's more acceptable whether you're a mother or not. If you're in the entertainment industry versus if you see a mother that's just going to Walmart that have on some, short shorts and she's walking with her children, and it's like, why did she have that on? Is she not thinking about her children? So it's kind of like a double standard, so to speak.
I think she is a wonderful artist. She's very open about her body. Like she expresses like her weight loss, having a very natural body and curves, because you see a lot of celebrities that get like plastic surgery, and she's very open about like her body is natural. She does everything naturally, like she loses her weight naturally and everything. I think it's awesome.
Growing up back in the day, and then of course, even like with my background, we weren't allowed to wear pants and makeup and different things like that. But just even in a culture within itself, going from the 70s to the 80s, you saw your bell bottoms, your short skirts, you even saw your short shorts, things like that. But it just had a little bit more class and taste to it. You weren't just out like just showing your body. It was just the style, that was in, because you had the halter tops that came out, the short shorts, and you weren't wearing them to say, this is what I have on, look at me. And, you seen the models wearing different stuff back then. And so you were taught about modesty back then. You were taught about leaving something to the imagination and not allowing everybody to see your goods. But now it's going into the store. I remember trying to find a blue jean skirt for my daughter, and even for myself. Everything was literally like this big, and it was like, where are the rest of the material? Because now that's how the clothes are being made. So now it's just more acceptable to be more exposed, if that makes sense.
Right. All that long material probably was expensive. They cheap nowadays.
Unfair standard to think that just because you're a mother that you can't dress more current, or you can't dress, like how you would dress if you didn't have the belly, or if you couldn't dress like, if you didn't have kids. Like, I guess my question would be like, what is a mother dress like exactly? Like, I'm a mom, I'm not, dead. So I'm not a grandma, I'm a mom. I'm not 80 years old, I'm still young. So, and I think it gives moms confidence when they can continue to dress, like themselves. I mean, of course, do it in reason, just, wear what makes you feel confident.
What is something that you love about your mother or your daughter?
Or I can go to her. Most of the time I find things out on my own, but if I want to ask her something, like a deeper meaning of something, I know she's very intellectual. I can ask her anything.
I love oh my gosh, I love the fact that she's my only daughter and she's the baby. I love the fact that she's a go-getter.
I love that they're just like very genuinely sweet people. I think, they really genuinely want to see people happy.
Because she's beautiful.
Oh, okay. Do you know who Nicki Minaj is?
Well, I know who Bambini Lingo is.
Okay.
You don't know who Bambini Lingo is?
There are so many colors all around.
Oh, they spinning. Hot fire.